Well, hi there, everybody, and welcome to the podcast, Love Letters to Pam, the Jack Church Show. Of course, as always, you may be watching via our YouTube channel. Either way, we certainly appreciate it and encourage you to please subscribe to either the podcast or to the YouTube channel. Now, I realize this is a bit of an odd location I'm in. If you're just listening and not watching, you can't see where I'm at, but I'm actually inside a rental car outside a hotel because I'm traveling for work right up until Thanksgiving Day. And I realized I probably should do a little something because the holidays, as we all know, can be tough. And every year I try and do something to maybe hopefully raise your spirits just a little bit as we indeed do face another round of the holidays. For many of you, your loss may be very fresh, and these first set of holidays sometimes just are a blur. You're just still somewhat in shock. If it's your second go around, your second year, you're starting to get a little used to this idea of you're alone in this world, and you manage to get through them. The third year, kind of the same thing, but you're starting hopefully to look for some better ways of navigating the holidays. And for me, it seems almost incomprehensible. This will now be the fourth Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's holiday without my sweet Pam. Do they get any easier? Yes and no. That seems to be always what I tell you. In some respects, yes, I've managed to navigate it a little better these days, but it's still somewhat hard when I start to have those thoughts and, we start remembering and having memories of what the holidays used to be like. But I often have to remind myself that, of course, nothing is forever in this life. That's the deal for any of us. Nothing is going to be forever. So I try and focus a little bit more, especially now, on what am I thankful for. And maybe this will help spur some ideas for you and things that you're thankful for. Your immediate response might be, I'm not thankful for anything. My life is miserable now. I don't have my husband. I don't have my wife. I don't have my children. I don't have my job anymore. Whatever your loss is, you may be a little bitter about it. And I totally get that. I still sometimes have those moments where, I still get upset at the fact that I'm here on this earth at times feeling very, very alone. But again, that's the deal. And we just got to learn to work through it until we're called to our forever home, which for me will be heaven, and hopefully it will be yours as well. So what am I thankful for as we head into the holidays and Thanksgiving and Christmas and things like that? First and foremost, I'm so thankful for that day back in 1977 when two high school kids were introduced to each other, that being me and that being my beautiful bride, Pam. So thankful for that day. I'm thankful that we dated in high school. I'm thankful, believe it or not, that we actually broke up our senior year at the end of the senior year. It was actually me, and it's a long story. Sometime you can go back through some of our old podcasts. I explain what happened. But it needed to happen because I needed to get my life kind of situated, especially get right with God. After that, year and a half later, we got back together. I'm thankful for that, and we got married while in college. So thankful for the day that Pam said yes. I'm thankful for the day that she came down the aisle, we joined hand in hand there, and were pronounced husband and wife. I'm thankful for the 30 plus years that we got to spend together. I'm thankful for all the wonderful places that we saw, all the things we did together. I'm also thankful for then when children came along. First when we had a son, Eric. A few years later, a daughter, Hannah. I'm thankful they're still here on this earth with me. Of course, they're a constant reminder of what Pam brought into this world. Oh yeah, I had a small part in that. I realize that, but Pam really did all the hard work, and she brought them into this world. I'm thankful that they had a mom that they could really look up to and respect, and that she did indeed help guide them into what have become two outstanding adults. So I'm thankful for that, Pam. I'm thankful that I was along for the ride. I'm thankful that there were times that you corrected me and you helped guide me down a little better path when it came to parenting, because I'm going to admit there are times that, man, I question, was I a crappy dad? But again, that's in the past. After it all kind of ended, or not ended, but after we got them out of the house and they finished college and they got their jobs, they're doing really well. So I guess we did okay. I'm thankful, Pam, for the wonderful times, as I mentioned, that we had. I'm thankful for the years that we were together before we had kids. Thankful for those years when the kids were at home. And then I'm really thankful for the years after they left home. Not that we didn't love our kids, but we had some great times in those years after they left home. Some couples, after the kids leave, it's just terrible. They don't know what to do with themselves. Couples don't, but we did. And I'm thankful for all those great times we had. I'm thankful for all the hikes that we made in mountains all across the United States. I'm thankful that we visited pretty much all of the lower 48 states. I'm thankful for all those times when we would start to move and I would hesitate and you'd say, no, we can do this. We should make this move. It's an adventure. I'm thankful that you pushed us forward. I'm thankful that you were the rock of our family. I mean, in some of those darkest, troubling days, we could always depend on Pam/Mom to tell us it's going to be okay. I'm thankful for that quote you often said when I would ask, aren't you worried? And you'd say, why? Would it help anything? Pam, I can't begin to name all the things that I'm thankful for that you brought into my life, that you brought into our kids' lives, that you brought into thousands upon thousands of people from coast to coast and their lives. I still hear from all those people. That's one of the advantages of all the places we live. We have friends coast to coast, and I'm thankful for that. I'm also thankful that you had a deep faith, Pam. I'm so thankful you had a love for Jesus. I'm thankful that I know you're completely healed and that you're in heaven. And I'm thankful that I, along with our kids, have that same faith and that we will go through troubled times here, those of us who are left behind. And we're likely to face illness, and ultimately we will face our earthly death. But I'm thankful that we have that assurance that we will go to heaven. And we'll be there, and we'll be perfectly healed like you, and we'll be having a wonderful time. So as we head into these holiday season, the holiday season that is, no matter how down you may be, if you're watching this video, and I totally get it, try and think about the things that you are thankful for that you had. And yes, it's going to creep in your mind like it does me. Lots of times the memories can be tough because it's just a reminder of what was and what never will be again. But keep in mind, aren't you thankful for what there was? It was beautiful, wasn't it? Think really hard about some of those wonderful times that you had. I even think about just the simple times. I'm thankful for those times we were just in the kitchen cooking together. I'm thankful for when we just sat down and watched something on Netflix. I'm thankful for the ball games we went to. I'm thankful for when we had to get out there and do the weeding and the mowing and all the different activities that come along with home ownership. I'm thankful for those times. I'm thankful too for the hard times that we had because they helped make us just even stronger. Yes, it was indeed a wild ride at times. It was kind of like riding a roller coaster, up and down, up and down. But I'm thankful. I'm thankful, Pam. And I love you so much. I'm going to miss you forever and always, as I always say. I'm thankful that there are people who like to tune into these podcasts and these YouTube channels because it makes me feel better knowing that I'm not alone on this journey. And hopefully those that are watching and listening feel the same way, knowing that we're not alone. No, we're not alone. This is something that each and every person on this earth, if they've ever loved anyone, you're going to go through grief and loss at some point. That's just the way the deal is. But again, the good news is, those of us who are believers, we know how the story ends, and it's going to be a great, epic ending, isn't it? That's about all I got for you. I don't know if I helped you. I never know for sure. I know there's a lot of people out there doing these grief support videos and things like that. Everybody's got their different takes on it. Hopefully mine help a little bit. Again, it helps me just sitting here and talking to you. Hey, please, do subscribe to the channel. Do spread it among others. Spread it across your social media networks, things like that. And do the best you can to go through the holidays and make the best of them. That's it. And as I always say, make it a great day. Better yet, a better tomorrow. And bye now.